Uncovering secrets from the natural world for more than 60 years. His explorations of life on our planet have opened our eyes to the marvels of nature.
Hello, old boy. How are you? Hello, good boy.
In his mid-80s, many thought he had retired. However, over the next 7 years, he launched a new era of natural history filmmaking.
That's absolutely charming.
He revisited iconic locations across the globe.
I'm here surrounded by one of nature's greatest wonders.
Along the way, his discoveries have been enlightened by an extraordinary group of scientists and conservationists.
Gosh, it's very beautiful.
This series follows his journey from that very special time of global adventures. To understand the diversity of life on our planet, we must travel across continents to explore unique environments. These extraordinary places hold key answers to the great mysteries behind life on Earth. By learning how animals have adapted to survive over time, we can find ways to protect their future. The spectacular landscapes of Asia hold the most remarkable clues as to how ancient animals first walked on the surface of the Earth.
China is the new frontier for fossil discoveries. Excavations here are unearthing links in the story of the vertebrates that have so far eluded us. I have long wanted to see this sensational evidence for myself. This area of southern China is known as the Lufeng Basin, and 180 million years ago it was a vast natural hollow into which waters from all the surrounding hills flowed. And with those streams came sediment, which is now this. And they also brought the bodies of the animals that lived in those hills, including creatures like this one. Excavators have uncovered hundreds of specimens like this one in the surrounding countryside. The local museum is crowded with one of the largest collections of complete skeletons in the world. These eggs were laid by an animal belonging to the most successful of all reptile groups, a group that dominated the world for 100 million years, the dinosaurs. More than 150 different species of dinosaur have been found in the rocks of China alone, and over 1,000 worldwide. This is Lufengosaurus, a plant eater. The early reptiles had legs which splayed out from either side of the body and left the body very close to the ground. But a change in the shape of the hips of the dinosaurs enabled them to bring their hind legs underneath the body and so lift it up and give them greater freedom of movement. And some of them, including Lufengosaurus, were able to support the entire weight of the body on the hind legs. This new hip, along with sturdier leg joints, allowed the dinosaurs to take longer strides and support heavier bodies. they became the largest animals that have ever lived on land. But this new way of walking was also the first step on the road to an even more radical evolutionary advance. It was from this group of two-legged dinosaurs that there came a truly astonishing development that we are only just beginning to understand, and that was to lift the vertebrates to a completely new level. The backbone animals had colonized the seas and invaded the land. But there was one final habitat to explore: the skies. I'm heading for Liaoning province to fulfill a long-held dream and see the site of these discoveries for myself.
These rocks are about 125 million years old. At that time, this part of China was tropical, and the land was covered with a lot of freshwater lakes. And in those lakes was washed sediment, which formed these bands here. But every now and again, the sediment changes colour, and that is ash that was spewed out from a nearby volcano. So that about that level there were a lot of skeletons awaiting to be discovered. And when they were discovered, they revealed some sensational facts about dinosaurs, the most sensational for a very long time.
This fossil was one of the most remarkable to emerge. A two-legged dinosaur about the size of a cat. It's been named Sinosauropteryx. Its discovery revealed an intriguing feature never seen before on a dinosaur. Up its tail and down its back, a covering of what looks like fur. In Beijing is one of the world's leading institutions in the study of dinosaur evolution. Professor Xu Xing and his colleagues have been analyzing another larger specimen of Sinosauropteryx. It too retains traces, just fragments of the mysterious filaments.
If you look near the tail, the dark things there near the tail, there's single filaments, just like our hair. It's very, very simple.
Xu Xing has been puzzling over their function. Together, these filaments create a covering like fur. So the most likely answer is that they serve to keep these dinosaurs warm.
Based on our analysis, you see stripes. One like a white, brown.
Really?
Yes, definitely it's a beautiful pattern. Of course, you can see all of us, maybe for display or communication.
Do we know how it held its tail?
Tails definitely can move in different directions. In most cases, our guess is up or horizontal.
So it's like a ringtail lemur waving its tail around as a display. Dinosaurs may have used these coloured furry bands to signal to other members of the species or to act as camouflage. But then came a discovery that suggested another far more significant function. I have been granted privileged access to the underground vaults of the Beijing Museum of Natural History to look at one of the most important creatures yet to be found in the fossil beds of Liaoning. This is Anchiornis. What is spectacular about this particular specimen is the perfection of the preservation of these structures. They show that the simple filaments have developed into something far more complex. The central stalk has tiny strands branching out on either side. The filaments have become feathers. So the question is, could this animal fly? Could this be the moment when a dinosaur became a bird? A clue to the answer could come from the environment in which it lived. At this time, this area of northern China was covered in lush forests. Animals that could climb trees would be able to collect food that was not available on the ground. They could also find safety from ground-living predators. Shusheng and his colleagues see evidence that Anchiornis adapted to a tree-living way of life by putting its feathers to a new use.
Anchiornis has some features suggesting tree-living lifestyle. For example, you look at the Anchiornis toe, they have very curved claws. And also they have big feathers attached to their feet. If Anchiornis is a tree-living animal, then you have a good reason to believe that flight starts from tree down, which means the bird's ancestor can take advantage of gravity and then start their journey to the sky.
Because Anchiornis lived high up, it could use its feathers to glide. It must have needed all the feathers growing along its front limbs, hind limbs and tail to create a large enough surface to catch the air and slow its descent. It wasn't capable of flapping flight, but at 160 million years old, it's now the earliest creature we know to have used feathers to fly. The gliding dinosaurs would eventually give rise to a whole new group of vertebrates, the birds.